Okay, we are moving on to day 2 of rounding. Basically, today's focus is using the knowledge we learned from day 1 of rounding to round to other place values with the vertical rounding strategy we talked about and practiced. Here's our learning target. We are learning to round multi-digit numbers to the nearest 10,000 or the nearest 100,000. I know I have learned this when I can locate the appropriate place, I can determine which two endpoints the number is between, and I can choose which endpoint the number is closest to. Okay. As a reminder, our vocabulary is the word rounding. That's to choose to round up or down to the nearest place value mentioned. So if they're talking about tens, 52 is rounded to 50. If they're talking about hundreds, 476 would be rounded to 480. If they're talking about the nearest tens, 476 would be rounded to the nearest 480. If they're talking about thousands, 3,680 would be rounded to 4,000. If they're talking about 10,000s, 13,800 would be rounded to 10,000. Okay, so all we need to do, watch these two I do's. Round 26,700 to the nearest 10,000. The direction says the word 10,000. So I'm going to go to my number and I'm going to find the spot that says 10,000. Which number is in the 10,000 spot? That is the 2. As we have practiced, after we underline the place value they're talking about, we're going to box everything else around it. So the number we did not box that's underlined is a 2. Put 2 on the bottom. 1 more than 2 is 3 on the top. Everything in the box turns to 0. So that means I'm writing 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I look at the first digit in the box. It is a 6. 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, up the score. 6 falls in the 5 or more category, so I'm going to up the score, and the number is rounded to 30,000. All right, I'm going to do one more. Round 279,466 to the nearest 100,000. In my number, I need to find my 100,000 place. That is the 2. Underline my 2, box everything else behind it. All right, what number did I underline, or what numbers are not in the box? That is a 2. 1 more than 2 would be 3. Count the digits in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Commas here to help myself organize. All right, first digit in the box tells me which way to go. It is a 7. Am I going up or down? 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, up the score. 7 tells me to go up. I am going to round to 300,000. Okay, let's do some together. Round 48,400 to the nearest 10,000. All right, what are we going to underline? The 10,000 spot. What number is in the 10,000 spot? The 4. Everything else around it or behind it gets boxed. What do we do now? Okay, good. 4 on the bottom, and 1 more than 4 is 5. Now what? Count the numbers in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means our number is going to have 4 zeros. All right, and the first digit tells us which way are we going, up or down? 4 or less, let it rest. Our number is going around to 40,000. Okay, let's try the other one. 348,400, round to the nearest 100,000. Draw a number line. All right, what place value? 100,000. Find the digit in the 100,000's place and underline it. Box everything else behind it. What digit do we write? 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top. How many digits are in the box? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, what are we going to do now? Look at the first digit in the box, which is a 4. Which way do we go? 4 or less, let it rest. We're going to round to 300,000. Okay, try these on your own. Pause the video and try them, and then come back and see how you did. All right, let's see. Nearest 10,000. Here's my number. I'm going to find the 10,000's place, which is a 4. underline the 4 box, everything else behind it. What number is not there? 14. So I'm going to do one more, which is 15. Count the digits in the box, 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first digit in the box is a 5. So I'm going to round up. It rounds to 150,000. Let's see how you did on the second one. To the nearest 100,000. That's underlining a 3, boxing everything behind it. 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The digit in the box is a 5. That tells me to go up to 400,000. Okay, as you can see, we're just applying what we learned yesterday. It's really important to read the direction and find out what place value. As long as you can identify the place value, the strategy applies and it's easy to solve. If you're having trouble on your independent practice, come back and watch this video again. You got this. Good luck.